end of this qualifying session, each driver will have, the format for today is every driver gets a 10-minute qualifying session, an 8-minute heat race plus a lap, then an 8-minute pre-final, and then the main event later on. So lots of racing to bring you here on the Alpha live stream, and of course if you're watching us on the Alpha Live Facebook page or the Daniel Ricciardo Series Facebook page, or even the Alpha Live YouTube channel or the Daniel Ricciardo Series YouTube channel, welcome aboard as Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Thomas Harvey begin their first flying lap. 5 kart of Nicky Taylor following in Harvey's wheel tracks, and of course Taylor will want to be working with Harvey or learning from Harvey. He's thinking he's going to be one of my main rivals this year. So let's see what he's got in the early stages of this qualifying session. Now, Rowan Campbell-Pilling at the moment is, well, I don't think he's holding Thomas Harvey up at all, but he certainly, Campbell-Pilling has got the track. We've also got the fact that everyone else is using him as a target, to pick, if you were. They come into the loop and then out towards top bend. And there's Harvey underneath Rowan Campbell-Pilling in kart number 104. So now Thomas Harvey has a clear track in front of him. Campbell-Pilling will try and draft and slipstream with him. Doesn't want to draft and slipstream too much, because if you miss your braking point when you're slipstreaming behind another driver, you end up taking that driver out. But you know, Rowan doesn't do that. He is now trying to follow Thomas Harvey's lines. At the moment, it is Harvey that's quickest, a 43.843 second lap. But now Nicky Taylor, who is the third car to that line, number 5, he goes quickest of all with a 43.690. So Taylor was well positioned there to just use the slipstream of the draft. The 2 drivers in front of him. He's now got a bit of a problem on his hands because he's trying to overtake a rookie as well as Rowan Campbell-Pilling, and like Tuscany Groves possibly just moving out of the way. But here comes Nicky Taylor now moving ahead of Thomas Harvey, moving ahead of Rowan Campbell-Pilling. It's Taylor, Harvey, Campbell-Pilling the top 3. Palmowski is 4th, Scott Goldsby is 5th, and there's Daniel Holdsworth now moving into 3rd position in kart number 132. Already we are less than 7 minutes remaining. Session. Harvey with a 43.549, 1500ths of a second quicker than Nicky Taylor in kart 5 at 43.690. Daniel Holdsworth is 3rd. BJ Ramlal, good to see BJ back in the series. He had an awful crash at Wilton Mill Round last year. He is back and in 4th place. Rowan Campbell-Pilling is 5th fastest. Scott Golby is 6th. Cody Eustace up to 7th. Palmowski is 8th. Freddie Cox, good start for Freddie Cox's DRS100 career. 9th fast at the moment. Dylan Brierley is 10th. Then it's Daniel Sabula, Ben Gartside, Henry Foote, Sam Haller. Hinksman is the leading rookie in 14th position, followed by Ali Hussein, Aaron Mensah, Lily Jeffs, Oscar Walmsley-Jones, Daniel Weir, Isaac Lord, Millie Hart and Tuscany Groves. 22 drivers of the 23 on my entry list, so we're missing Owen Johns from our entry list. He's not here racing today, but there are 22 drivers who are out of bottom bend, or top bend rather, into the dog leg, following Nicky Taylor, who has just, well, he's 2nd fast at the moment, 43.269 for number 4. Thomas Harvey is the standard bearer, and see Thomas Harvey has, on your screens now, coming into the elbow. He has managed to put a bit of clean air between himself. He is, well, It'll be the first time I say this, but Thomas Harvey has managed to socially distance himself from his nearest rivals and is 0.2 of a second quicker than Nicky Taylor. Cody Eustace goes third fastest in kart number 134. Rowan Campbell-Pilling still putting on a very good show in fourth place. He's really benefited from going out with the front of the pack with Harvey and Taylor. Although they have passed him, he is benefiting from running in and around that exalted company. As he gets pushed down to fifth place though there by does Campbell-Pilling by Vijay Ramlal in kart number 136. I know a lot of these drivers are going to have more family and friends than usual watching this live stream because of course the no spectator rule is in place here, and only two other people apart from the driver are allowed in to the venue. So there's no large extended family members and friends here watching. It's a lot more people watching at home. There is the number 101 of Dylan Brierley just trying to make a pass, going into the loop, and that was made it past number 79 of Ali Hussein, but it's going to slow the pair of them down. Number 118 kart, the rookie driver Isaac Lord following them, and Isaac is doing quite well, 17th fast at the moment. He is the fastest rookie, just a little bit quicker than Millie Hart, who is 18th faster, but it's still Harvey with a time of 43.269 seconds. 0.2 of a second quicker than Nicky Taylor. Cody Eustace third, Vijay Ramlal fourth, Campbell-Pilling is fifth, then Palmowski is sixth, Scott Goldfrey seventh, Daniel Holdsworth is eighth, Freddie Cox ninth, and Dylan Brierley rounding out the top 10. Ben Gartside is 11th, followed by Daniel Sabula 12th, Oscar Walmsley-Jones was 13th, he's just been pushed down to 14th by Aaron Mensah. Henry Foote completes the top 15, and now Millie Hart does go as the fastest rookie driver. She is 16th fast ahead of Ali Hussein, Isaac Lord, Sam Haller-Hinksman, Lily Jeffs is your top 20 with Daniel Weir and Tuscany Groves completing the running order at the moment. Tuscany Groves in kart number 148, a couple of seconds off the pace of everybody else, but it's a learning curve and Tuscany will be getting a lot quicker as each race, or each on-track session continues. Still, nobody can pressurise Thomas Harvey. Nicky Taylor goes quicker with the best time of 43.440. It beats his personal best lap, but still 0.17 of a second slower than driver number 4, Thomas Harvey. There on your screens is the number 118 kart of Isaac Lord. They go past number 148 of Tuscany Hart. Tuscany Hart doing it best to stay out of the way of everybody at the moment. Just over a minute remaining. Still Harvey. That 43.269 second effort leads the way in this DRS100 qualifying session at Little Rissington. Taylor, Eustace, Ramlal, Campbell-Pilling, the rest of your top 5. Campbell-Pilling just puts the personal best lap, 43.733 seconds. Cody Eustace puts the personal best lap, stays third however, 43.557, driver number 134 Eustace. Freddie Cox remains the best placed of the DRS62 graduates in a fantastic 9th place overall. Nicky Taylor, second quickest in kart number 5, has to find 0.17 of a second to overhaul Thomas Harvey at the head of the timesheets. There is the end of the session. So checkered flag goes out. Tuscany Groves finishes that session with the best time of 50.399 seconds. Now here's Harvey coming to the final corner. Does he improve? The answer is no, he doesn't. Then, so neither does Ramlal or Campbell Pilling. Nicky Taylor and Cody Eustace are still on track on their final flying lap. Palmowski goes across the line, so does Nicky Taylor, and neither of them improve on their best. Palmowski stays 7th, Taylor 2nd, so Cody Eustace in kart number 134 is the last driver virtually across the line, and he remains in 3rd position. So provisionally, Thomas Harvey in kart number 4 begins the 2020 season. Fastest time in the first qualifying session of the year. So here we go then with the DRS100 heat, your grid, courtesy of Alpha Live. Thomas Harvey on pole position, alongside him number 5, Nicky Taylor. Row 2, Cody Eustace and Vijay Ramlal. Row 3, Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Scott Goldsby. Row 4, Alicia Palmowski and Daniel Holdsworth. Row 5, leading DRS62 graduates Freddie Cox and Dylan Bryan. Ben Gartside and Daniel Sabula round out row number 6. Row 7, Aaron Mensah and Oscar Walmsley-Jones. Row 8 is Henry Foote and the leading rookie, Millie Hart. Row 7, Ali Hussein and Isaac Lord. Row number 10, Sam Haller-Hinksman and Lily Jeffs. And on row number 11, Daniel Weir and Tuscany Groves. There is your rundown of your starting lineup for this DRS100. Well, the DRS62 heat was an absolute blinder. Now the second rolling lap. This once again 8 minutes plus 1 lap. If you're enjoying the Alpha Live stream here, both on the Alpha Live Facebook and YouTube page and channel, and the Daniel Ricciardo series YouTube and Facebook channels. Here we are, just joining us at Little Rissington in the Cotswolds, Gloucestershire, southern England, on a very, very bright, sunny and warm summer's afternoon. 2020 season, belatedly, in a certain way. Of course, once again, on behalf of everybody in the Daniel Ricciardo series, a big hello, and we hope you're safe and well and enjoying top-class kart racing here on the live stream. We're going to go around again. Obviously, they didn't need to rush my thanks and message of support to everybody. Those drivers who raced this last year who have not been able to make it back out yet this year. We hope to see you all again soon. We hope to see everybody again soon once restrictions are lifted and we're allowed to have spectators back in the paddock. But in the meantime, lots of measures, from having your temperatures checked at the start, and every time you enter the circuit, to restrictions on the amount of people that you're allowed to bring and who they're allowed to bring. You have to register them to start with. And mandatory masks in the paddock. Everybody, social distancing everywhere, drivers grouping, souvenering, you name it. We've distanced it. The only thing that's not distanced, thankfully, the racing on the track. Here we go. Second time of asking. Thomas Harvey and Nicky Taylor, two of last year's front runners. Karts 4 and 5 in Ps 1 and 2 at the moment. Here we go into turn number 1. It's a good start from Harvey. Oh, on the outside there, that is number 136 Vijay Ramlal going very, very wide all the way down to the back of the grid. But luckily, no contact made. Oh, there was a little bit of door handling there between Rowan Campbell-Pilling in kart number 104. And could have beat Scott Goldsby in kart number 139 up at the front. Oh, and there's all those new 2020 Daniel Ricciardo sticker kits have already taken a damn good scuffing, as Basil Fawlty would say. And oh, there's a bit more than a scuff there. That is number 128, number 138. That is Henry Foote and Oscar Walmsley-Jones, who have had the first territorial dispute of the DRS100 season. And Harvey leads. Second is Taylor, already trying to ease away from the snarling pack behind them. Through Top Bend they go. It's Rowan Campbell Pilling in third, Cody Eustace fourth, Scott Goldsby is fifth, Alicia Palmowski is sixth. Then it's Holdsworth, Brierley, Cox and Hussein, the top 10. Then Gartside, Daniel Sabula and BJ Ramlal. Well, Ramlal, who was starting up on the second row of the grid, he's faded obviously a long way down the order, but he is already beginning to make his way back up. He's in 13th position after dropping to about 20th on this lap number 2, coming towards the end of lap 2 now. And Harvey and Taylor doing their best to get away. There is the number... Taylor's old race suit in kart number 139. Scott Goldsby's got it on. Yes, it's certainly Nicky Taylor's bright sort of orange and yellow race suit that's being worn by Goldsby there. That's going to be a very confusing set of situations for any commentator, let alone this one. There's Alicia Palmowski in kart number 9, chasing Goldsby. 5th and 6th on the road. Still, up at the front, it is Thomas Harvey leading Nicky Taylor, the real Nicky Taylor. Nicky Taylor in a slightly more subdued coloured racing, still got the alarm company on as a sponsor, but Taylor in kart number 5. And they are pulling away. They've got a 1.6 second lead over third place driver Rowan Campbell Pilling in kart number 104. Now, Rowan Campbell Pilling finished 18th in this championship a year ago. By far and away his best performance so far. Last year we saw a couple of good qualifying performances from Rowan, but it tended to go a little bit south in the races. Not this time. There's Palmowski now trying to pass Goldsby, coming through middle bend into the elbow. This is the battle on your screen for 5th position. Behind them, Cody Eustace, in front of them, sorry, Cody Eustace in 4th in kart number 1, 3, 4. Here are your leaders on screen now. Coming through turn 2 into the loop. And Nicky Taylor has got Thomas Harvey right sort of in his eye line. He's just sort of following that metal rear bumper around, seeing where Harvey's lines are, seeing where he could potentially exploit an advantage. All 22 karts still running. Now they will probably, with 4.5 minutes to go, we're on lap number 5, they will be encountering, I would imagine, a couple of lap karts before the end of this one. Tuscany Groves still just a couple of seconds off the pace of everybody else, but Tuscany is learning this championship, learning karting. And what better way to learn than in a race itself? So, here we go. BJ Ramlal, meanwhile, back up to 11th position. Here's Rowan Campbell Pilling in 3rd place, and everybody else. Well, the piece of the action behind him. Cody Eustace in kart number 134 is 4th. Then it's Goldsby in kart number 139. Dylan Brierley in kart number 101 is up at the 6th place at the expense of Alicia Palmowski, although Palmowski there gets the position back coming into the dog leg. Ali Hussein in kart number 79. He is the best place of the DRS62 graduates. He is now ahead of Ben Gartside in 10th, BJ Ramlal 11th, Daniel Sabula is 12th, Sam Haller-Hinksman. Very good performance from kart number 1, driver number 140. Sam Haller-Hinksman, the leading rookie in the field, 13th, just ahead of Freddie Cox and Isaac Lord, Millie Hart, Daniel Weir, Lily Jeffs, Henry Foote and Oscar Walmsley-Jones. That's your top 20. Aaron Menser has slipped back to 21st position, obviously after an incident he's recovered from, and then Tuscany Groves in 22nd. But Campbell Pilling has got the world and his mother sitting behind him at the moment, trying to wrestle 3rd place away from him. There goes Goldsby, just getting a nudge from Palmowski, and then Goldsby in turn gives a little reminder to Cody Eustace in kart number 134 to get it shuffle on, get it to the rear bumper of this. And coming up to Tuscany Groves in kart number 140, they move past. Tuscany's good driving there from Tuscany to get out of the leader's way, and it's given Rowan Campbell Pilling a little bit of breathing space. Eustace, Goldsby, Palmowski, Holdsworth, Brierley, all now closed back in. No change at the front. Thomas Harvey in kart 4 and Nicky Taylor in kart 5. Separated by half a second with 2.5 minutes to go. They are 4.5 seconds in front of this battle on screen. And it's a good... Campbell Pilling is able to use that bit of lap traffic to ease away by a couple of kart lengths, but like a fisherman with a bit of tasty bait on the end of his rod, Eustace is wheeling in his prey once again, being followed by Goldsby, Armowski, and then the 101 of Brierley. Holdsworth is next, a little gap back to Ali Hussein, although if Campbell Pilling gets any more defensive, then Ali Hussein, Ben Gartside and VJ Ramlal could catch them all back up. But here comes Eustace, he's found a gap to the inside going into the dog leg, and Campbell Pilling tries a crossover move, it doesn't work, but he briefly rides up over the back bumper of Eustace, and that's cost Campbell Pilling a couple of positions. It cost Eustace a little bit of momentum, and Goldsby has, so thank you very much, taking third place. Alicia Palmowski comes through to take fourth, so Eustace has also lost ground there. He is back down to fifth position. Campbell Pilling is down to sixth, and Campbell Pilling has now got Brierley, Hussein, Holdsworth, Gartside, and in the 136 cart of Ramlal coming at the top end there. There's 2 and 3 wide almost coming into top end for places in the lower reach of the top 10. Here are your two leaders. Still Harvey in cart number 4, Taylor in cart number 5. Less than a minute to go. We're on lap number 10. They come through the final corner. Around turn number 1, paddock bend. This is top straight into turn number 2. Out of turn 2, straight into the loop. Taylor's got a good exit. He's not close enough to even think about diving at the inside of the top bend. Get back onto line now. He's going to try and get a little bit of a slipstream if he can. Down the back straight into the dog leg. Hard on the brakes. But now Taylor's got to get on the power earlier than the race leader. Out the dog leg. Pick up a bit of momentum through bottom bend. A little bit more momentum through middle bend. There's the rest of the lead pack coming through the dog leg, some 7 seconds behind the two leaders. The clock strikes 0. Battle for third is a good one. Palmowski has it. Goldsby, Eustace, Brierley and Campbell Pilling want it. In fact, actually, Campbell Pilling in 7th place has dropped back. It's a 4-cart battle for third place, but it's a head-to-head scrap for the race lead. Out of the dog leg we go. Harvey still led and start, but almost finished. The key word there is almost, because Nicky Taylor has ensured one attempt up his sleeve. He's got to come out of this corner. Graphic says finished on your screen, however, the last lap board is being shown. So a little bit of confusion here, but if you look at the body language of Nicky Taylor, he's still racing. They've seen the last lap board. Here's Harvey coming out of the dog leg. Into middle bend. So they are still racing. This is the final lap. Out of the final corner, and do you know what? Thomas Harvey was able to keep Nicky Taylor at bay throughout the final lap. Here's the battle for third. Alicia Palmowski comes out of the final corner. Goldsby is right behind her, and Palmowski takes third. Goldsby in 4th. Then it's Eustace and Brierley, the top 6. Campbell Pilling finishing a little bit behind them in 7th place. Still a good drive from Rowan in cart number 104. Ben Gartside comes home in 8th. And Daniel Sabula, a strong race for Daniel to finish in 9th place. He just beats out his fellow DRS100 graduate, Ali Hussein, for a place for 10th, for 9th, sorry. Hussein finishes 10th. There's VJ Ramlal, Daniel Holdsworth in 12th. Leading rookie home was Sam Haller Hicksom. Then Freddie Cox in 14th, and Millie Hart round out the top 15. But let's have a little look back quickly at some of the action. It was very exciting DRS100 race. Well, here we are at the start. You can see that Thomas Harvey and Nicky Taylor, they want to try and break clear from the pack as quickly as they could, and they've got a good start. A little bit of bumping and barging behind him, and you can see that's where VJ Ramlal got forced out wide. He dropped back almost to stone last, but recovered to 11th. Then, as Rowan Campbell Pilling had to defend 3rd place from Cody Eustace, Scott Goldsby and Alicia Palmowski, amongst others, that gave the opportunity to Harvey and Taylor to break away. Now, Campbell Pilling stayed in third place for the first half of the race, but eventually Cody Eustace was able to break through. Then there was a slight collision between Campbell Pilling and Cody Eustace. That opened the door for Scott Goldsby, even though he was wearing Nicky Taylor's old race suit, in the white-orange race suit there. Goldsby briefly got third. Now Campbell Pilling then had to fight his way back up to 7th position. Pole position, driver number 4, Thomas Harvey, finished 4th in this championship last year. Alongside him, the real Nicky Taylor in kart number 5, who finished 5th in this championship last year. Alicia Palmowski, driver number 9, she starts 3rd alongside Scott Goldsby, not Nicky Taylor, in Nicky Taylor's race suit. Scott Goldsby starting number 139 kart from the outside of row number 2. Cody Eustace, a great performance so far today from the driver of kart number 134, sees Cody starting 5th alongside Dylan Brierley in kart 101. On row number 4, it's Rowan Campbell Pilling in kart number 104 and Ben Gartside in kart 130. Leading DRS62 graduate Daniel Sabula starts 9th in kart number 135 alongside his fellow 62 graduate Ali Hussein in kart 79. Vijay Ramlal recovered well from an off-track moment on the first corner of his heat race to start 11th. Then it's Daniel Holdsworth in P12 on the grid. Sam Haller-Hinksman is the best placed rookie in kart number 140 starting 13th alongside Freddie Cox in kart 144. Millie Hart will start number 147 from 15th to the grid alongside Isaac Lord, with Lily Jeffs and Daniel Weir rounding out row number 9. Row 10, Oscar Walmsley-Jones and Henry Foote, while the final row of the grid, Aaron Mensah, just moving up from DRS62, and rookie driver Tuscany Groves in kart 148. The sun continues to bear down on the DRS100. Competitors Taylor and Harvey were able to break away and have their own private battle for the race win in their heat race. Can they do the same in the pre-Grand Prix? There are 20 of the drivers who would like them not to. Here we go, to the line. Lights out. We are off and racing. It's a good start from Harvey through turn number 1. Nicky Taylor tried to get to the inside. Oh, somebody runs very wide and into the barriers coming through turn number 2. Hope they're okay. That may have been Daniel Holdsworth. I'll clarify that for definite when I get a number check on them. But once again, Harvey and Taylor have broken clear at the front already. Some clean air between them and Goldsby in 3rd place, who is defending. Now Taylor gets to the inside of Harvey. First challenge you've seen for the lead all day. Taylor to the inside, into middle bend. That's going to leave the door open potentially for Harvey to come back to him in the elbow, but no, Nicky Taylor takes the race lead, followed by Thomas Harvey. Then it's Scott Goldsby into 3rd position. Alicia Palmowski is 4th. Rowan Campbell Pilling made a good start. He's up into P5, followed by Dylan Brierley. It was Daniel Holdsworth who had that incident. Isaac Lord has also failed to complete the opening lap in kart number 118. So we're down to 20 runners already. Taylor under pressure. There's a hand. That's because there's a yellow flag waving. Isaac Lord is off at the side of the circuit, about where the karts are now. And you can see Nicky Taylor raise his hand to say, okay, I'm not going to be, I'm going to slow down a little bit. There's Isaac Lord, who's been spoken to there by one of the Daniel Ricciardo series crew members. So obviously he's had a bit of a bump and a bit of a... Maybe he's just going to be a little bit tender and be on the safe side. We're going to slow the car down. Yeah, now the Battenberg flags are coming out. So the engines have been refired. There's a look at the number 148 kart of Tuscany Groves, and she will be shotgun field and just not sure if she's getting the 5th place kart of Rowan Campbell Pilling going, but it does fire, and all 20 remaining runners will go out. And of course, there's 2 yellow cones, one of which has already been sent packing. They'll be reformed, and that's where Nicky Taylor will lead everyone through at the end of this lap, so you'll need to start slowing everyone down. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left on the race clock when they take the restart. The order, once again, Taylor, Harvey, Palmowski, Goldsby, Campbell, Pilling, Brierley, Hussein, Gartside, Eustace, Ramlal, Sabula and Cox, your top 12. Now Nicky Taylor has them all at his mercy and he will keep the pace slow. There will be, quite like Formula 1, where you just go whatever. Official saying slow, but then when Taylor goes, the flag comes out, green flag waves, we're off and racing again. Nicky Taylor leads Thomas Harvey and Alicia Palmowski into turn number 1. This is lap number 4. Palmowski under pressure from Goldsby for 3rd place. That's going to cost him a couple of kart lengths and allow Thomas Harvey to pull away and chase race leader Nicky Taylor all by himself. Somebody running very wide there, coming out of top bend and onto the grass. Catch up with that person shortly, and more yellow flags waving down at the dog leg. So in the lower midfield pack there's been more incidents, but the leaders are all smoothly away to complete their first lap of the restart. It's Taylor and Harvey trying to break clear? No, trying to break clear. Problems for Daniel Weir, problems for Cody Eustace. Cody Eustace with the driver going wide, coming up top bends, and he's dropped down to 18th position. Henry Foote has also had a problem. Henry Foote and Daniel Weir seem to have collided. The lead group, even though it's got a couple of gaps developing between its members. It's intact. Hasn't lost any ground through incidents on the track, and it is Taylor leading Harvey. Going to gap to Palmowski and a bigger gap back to Goldsby. So Alicia Palmowski can get her head down and try and catch these 2 leaders without worrying. And there's a move for the lead. Harvey goes to the inside, going into top bend. Has he made the move stick? Yes. Now will Taylor try the crossover move? Harvey has to defend into the dog leg, but leaves the door open a little bit late. There goes Taylor through. He runs wide though. Hands the lead back to Harvey, and here comes Alicia Palmowski. Palmowski to the inside of Taylor. Through bottom bend, up towards middle bend. Alicia Palmowski moves into P2. Taylor though tries to bend. Oh, Taylor tries to go to the inside. A little bit of contact. Palmowski spins around. Taylor runs wide. And all that has meant that Thomas Harvey has got a huge lead over Scott Goldsby. Ben Gartside up to 3rd. And there's another cart off the side of the circuit. Can't get a number check on that. That looks like Rowan Campbell, Pilling and Ali Hussein has had a problem. Oh, they're dropping like flies. Harvey leads by a mile at the moment. With 3 minutes to go. Goldsby second. There is Ben Gartside. Gartside was 10th in last year's championship. In kart number 130, running in a strong 3rd now. Just by staying out of the way. Following Gartside is Dylan Brierley in 4th place. Nicky Taylor is back to 5th in kart number 5. So Palmowski briefly took 2nd, then she next door, and Taylor tried to go through again at the elbow, and as Taylor backed out of it, he made contact with Palmowski, forcing them both wide. Palmowski had a half spin and has recovered in 12th position. Taylor went across the grass and has recovered in 5th, ahead of Daniel Sabula in 6th position. Freddie Cox up to 7th, Millie Hart a fantastic 8th, ahead of Oscar Walmsley-Jones, Sam Haller-Hicksman, then Mensa. Palmowski. Ramlal has lost a bit of ground. He is down in 13th place. Louis Jeffs 14th. Cody Eustace recovering in 15th place. And Henry Foote, Daniel Weir, Tuscany Gross. Rowan Campbell Pilling is out, so is Ali Hussein. On your screen there, number 144. That's Freddie Cox. He's up at the 7th on his DRS100 debut. Just behind Daniel Sabula. But there's a back here. You see number 128. Oscar Walmsley-Jones trying to find a way past Sam Haller-Hicksman. This on your screen is the battle for 9th place. Millie Hart runs in 8th, a little bit ahead of that, and Freddie Cox in 7th. Thomas Harvey has a commanding 3-second lead over Scott Goldsby. Seconds remaining. Harvey has got this one in the bag. Goldsby second, Briley third. Briley is past Gartside. The best battle, the closest battle at the front of the field is for third place. Briley, Gartside, and Nicky Taylor closing in fifth now. Taylor closing in off screen, but tell you what's happening. There's the 134, the 133 car. That's Cody Eustace in 14th place, repassing Lily Jeffs in the 133 car. Not been a good race for Eustace. But the race leader, Thomas Harvey, comes out of the dogleg. 7 seconds left on the clock, so the clock will strike 0. Next time around, Thomas Harvey will get the last lap board. And it has been a much easier second half of the race than he thought. There goes the last lap board. On number 4, Thomas Harvey. Into the loop. Big gap behind Goldsby. Goldsby is similarly quite clear of the third place battle between Paul Briley and Nicky Taylor. Taylor has already passed Gartside. Now what can Nicky Taylor do? Coming up behind the 101 car instead of Briley. Through Little Bend. This is the final lap. Harvey has got this one in the bag. There he goes. Thomas Harvey takes the win. Second place will go to Scott Goldsby. And Briley holds on to third. And Nicky Taylor, Ben Gartside in fifth. Sabula is sixth, Cox is seventh. Millie Hart is eighth. Alicia Palmowski recovers the 9th place on the last lap ahead of VJ Ramlal. Then 11th place, a really good result for Sam Haller-Hinksman, ahead of Aaron Mensah, Cody Eustace, Oscar Walmsley-Jones, Lily Jeffs, Henry Foote, Daniel Weir, and Tuscany Groves. That's the results of the pre-Grand Prix in DRS100. Let's have a little look back at some of the action. Early stages, it was Taylor and Harvey trying to break clear. Oh, there's really showing the background there, a spin for, I believe, Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Ali Hussein. But there's Miss Palmowski, she pounces, takes second place, but as they come into the elbow, she left the door half open. Taylor thought he spied a move, didn't quite work out, cost them both any shot at victory. 22 drivers set to do battle. Here is the grid. Pole position. Driver number 4, Thomas Harvey. Alongside Thomas on the front row of the grid, it is Scott Goldsby. Dylan Briley will start third, alongside Ben Gartside, Daniel Sabula and Freddie Cox. Two drivers that have just graduated out of the DRS62 class. They start on row 3. Millie Hart, fantastic performance from Millie Hart on row number 4, alongside Nicky Taylor, of course, who had a bit of a penalty after that last incident in the heat, but he is going to be one to watch. Alicia Palmowski will start 9th alongside VJ Ramlal, then Sam Haller-Hinksman and Aaron Mensah on row number 6. Row 7 will be Cody Eustace and Oscar Walmsley-Jones. Lily Jeffs and Henry Foote on row number 8. Daniel Weir and rookie Tuscany Groves will share row number 9. Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Ali Hussein are on row 10. Thomas Harvey and Scott Goldsby at the front of it. Now, Thomas Harvey's closest threat so far today has been Nicky Taylor, but after Nicky Taylor got into one of those territorial issues that we discussed earlier with Alicia Palmowski in the pre-final. As the race gets underway, Nicky Taylor is starting a little bit further back than he would like to, and that will give Thomas Harvey a chance to maybe make a break for it at the start. As you can see, Taylor already trying to make up for lost ground as we get underway. Taylor already at the 4th position from the 4th row of the grid, so he's gained 3 or 4 places in the first couple of corners, but Harvey has got his own issues to worry about, because in kart number 4 he's got Ben Gartside and the number 101 car of Dylan Brierley to worry about, but Harvey has made a good clean start, is breaking clear. Now Taylor is in 4th position. Now Sabula pretty close. We're down to 19 drivers, so Scott Goldsby is down to, well, let's see what happens. Scott Goldsby had an issue, and Goldsby is down in 14th place, so he starts at the back because I think he was late to the grid. Rowan Campbell-Pillings had a good start. He's up 6 places already, but once again, drivers not getting to the grid on time, and they're starting from the back, and that has given, well, Thomas Harvey has, he's punched his ticket and checked out. Gartside defending second from Brierley. Brierley looks to the inside of bottom bend, and Nicky Taylor looking to go with him, so Taylor is trying to scramble through the pack as quickly as he can. He's up into 3rd place now in kart number 5. We complete lap number 2. Harvey leads by 2 seconds over Gartside. Gartside is about to have Nicky Taylor to contend with. I'm not quite sure for how long, because Taylor looks in no mood to waste any time in making his way up the order. Behind them, Brierley's both Vijay Ramlal. We saw him have a great qualifying session, then it all went a bit sour when the racing got going. But Ramlal is now beginning to make his way back up into a good position. There goes Taylor past Gartside, coming out of the dog leg. So, on lap number 3, we're coming towards the end of lap number 3 now. We'll get a time check. Thomas Harvey leads at the end of lap number 3, having just set the fastest lap of the race at 43.636 seconds as Ben Gartside goes wide. And Harvey is 2.292 seconds ahead of Nicky Taylor. There goes Palmowski up the inside of, I believe that was Vijay Ramlal at top end, and Palmowski makes the move. She now moves into 5th position, Ramlal down to 6th. So Harvey by, remember that, 2.29 seconds, the gap between 1st and 2nd. We've still got 9 minutes to go. Nicky Taylor has charged his way up from the 4th row of the grid to take 2nd place, but he's got work to do. However, the bit is well and truly lodged between his teeth. But Thomas Harvey sets another new fastest lap, 43.603 seconds. Taylor still 2nd, Brierley 3rd, Palmowski now 4th, Ramlal 5th, Ben Gartside slips back to 6th, Sabula is 7th, Campbell-Pilling is up to 8th, Freddie Cox is 9th, and Scott Goldsby recovering well to 10th. Ali Hussein is 11th, then Sam Haller-Hinksman is 12th, 13th for Aaron Mensah, Millie Hart is 14th, Walmsley Jones is 15th, Jeff 16th, 17th for Eustace, 18th for Weir, 19th for Tuscany Groves. By mile calculation, we're missing obviously Isaac Lord, we're missing Daniel Holdsworth, and we're missing Henry Foote. So 3 drivers who didn't take the start, 19 drivers still out there, and Harvey and Taylor, the gap is not shrinking between them. In fact, Harvey is stretching it out further by further. On your screens now, number 136, Vijay Ramlal, holding off Ben Gartside for 5th position. Palmowski in 4th has put a bit of a gap between herself and this battle, and Alicia Palmowski has got her eyes set on the rear end of Dylan Brierley's number 101 kart. Ramlal comes around top end. He's got Gartside and Sabula Sabula the best of the, and there goes Scott Goldsby. Sabula the best of the DRS62 graduates at the moment. In 7th place, Freddie Cox is 9th, Ali Hussein is 11th, Aaron Mensah is 12th, and Daniel Weir is down in 18th. They're the DRS62 graduates making their DRS100 debuts at the moment. Goldsby, meanwhile, is about to pass and is passing the number 144 cart of Freddie Cox. So, well, Freddie Cox there, you could do well to maybe just sit behind Goldsby and just sort of follow the lines. Of course, this is going to be a long race. It's going to be a physical race, and the youngest drivers, these DRS2 graduates, it's going to be toughest on them at the end of a long day of racing as it is. So you can maybe forgive them for fading a little bit in this race. As the longer races, the more experienced you are, you know how to manage not only your kart and your tyres, but also your body during the course of a long day's racing. Now, Daniel Sabula in 7th place. He is behind there now. We're looking back a little bit further in the pack. The number 147 cart is Millie Hart. And she is in 15th position, chasing there. Oh, and somebody getting quite good. Oh, that was Tuscany Groves getting lapped there in cart number 148. And the carts are scrambling every which way but loose to get past her. This battle on screen is 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th. In fact, no, it's Cody Eustace has gone past. It's Ali Hussein, Aaron Mensah, Oscar Wormley-Jones, Lily Jeffs and Millie Hart. On your screen there, that is the number, well, the number is very scuffed. It's number 146, Aaron Mensah. And he is leading the number 128 cart of Oscar Wormley-Jones. Wormley-Jones has got Lily Jeffs right behind him and Millie Hart closing in. So this is 13th, 14th, 15th and 16th place on the circuit. A little bit further up now on your screens, coming through Top Bend. That's Rowan Campbell-Pilling is up into 6th position. He's past Daniel Sabula. Gartside has slipped back to 8th in the number 130 cart. So Gartside, who started off in 2nd place, has fallen back. There is your 2nd place driver on screen coming out of Bottom Bend. That is Nicky Taylor. Now, Nicky Taylor has not cleared off from Dylan Brierley and Isha Palmowski. In fact, I was sort of expecting him to pull a gap on those behind him and close in on Thomas Harvey. That the opposite has happened. Harvey has continued to pull away and is looking on course for a solid win with 4.5 minutes to go. Taylor, after that storming Norman first couple of laps, is now beginning to struggle, possibly with tyres that have decided they don't want to be abused anymore. And he's now having to face a bit of he's having to fight a bit of a rear guard action from Nicky Taylor and Alicia Palmowski. The fast lap of the race has just gone to Dylan Brierley in cart number 101. 43.536 seconds. So Brierley, who's got Palmowski waiting to pounce right behind him, is actually moving up a little bit. On the 2nd place driver. So this is the battle for, well, if all goes well and nobody has any moments of madness, so to speak, 2 of these 3 drivers on your screens are going to finish on the podium. One of them is going to miss out. So who's it going to be? Taylor, Brierley or Palmowski as they come into the dogleg, 3.5 minutes to go. This is lap number 12. Thomas Harvey in cart number 4 still leads comfortably. His lead is now nearly 4 seconds. DJ Ramlar running in 5th position. Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Daniel Sabula are next. And you can see them coming through. There's Campbell-Pilling with a red race suit, cart number 104. That NASA panel wobbling about a little bit. Then it's Ramlar, then it's Sabula in cart number 135. Sabula doing very well on his first time out in a DRS100 kart. Behind Sabula, it is Ben Gartside in 8th position in kart number 130. Then Scott Goldsby in 9th and Freddie Cox still hanging on to a place in the top 10. Now, can Daniel Sabula do something about potentially passing Rowan Campbell-Pilling? And here, there's Palmowski. Well, Palmowski almost drinking to the outside there of number 101, Dylan Brierley, who was looking to the inside. Now, Nicky Taylor under pressure. Here comes Alicia Palmowski at the elbow into P3 onto the podium for number 9. Palmowski makes her move. Can Brierley fight back? 2.5 minutes to go. Brierley to the inside. No, they lap Tuscany Groves again. Sam Haller-Hinksman has had a problem and I think has retired. in the number 140 kart, and Millie Hart is now the leading novice driver. Harvey completes his 13th lap. Alicia Palmowski sort of taps her helmet knowingly, saying, come on now, Dylan, think, don't try and pass me, let's follow us along. And Dylan Briley thinks to himself, well, why couldn't you have done that when you were chasing me? But that is the way that karters are. Now, I suppose Dylan Briley is he's tried to catch Nicky Taylor for a couple of laps, hasn't, or he hasn't made a move, he's stayed with him. Now Alicia Palmowski has that option to try and close down the number 5 kart of Nicky Taylor. However, with 2 minutes to go, I think Dylan Briley's going to maybe give her a lap and a bit, before he decides, nah, you're not going to catch him, we're going to go for 3rd place between the two of us. He will see if Alicia can do it for a little while, because that's what karters are like. They will, see, well, you might do the hard work and I'll pick up the pieces. And Alicia Palmowski, she does look like she's closing in a little bit on the number 5 kart of Nicky Taylor. There's the battle behind her between there's Sabula in kart number 135, chasing Campbell Pilling in kart number 104. That is for 6th position. Vijay Ramlal in 5th place is just in front of that, and Ramlal having a great run. Goldsby is closing in on Ben Gartside behind this battle on screen. Now you can see the new 2020 Daniel Ricciardo kart graphics kit on Sabula's kart. The old 2019 graphics kit's got a little bit more white on it. That belongs to Campbell Pilling in kart number 104. They come around top bend, and closing on all of them are Gartside and Goldsby. Here is the battle for second though. Meanwhile, Thomas Harvey, 5.5 seconds up the road. 30 seconds to go. He's got a couple of laps to go. Who is going to be second? Who's going to be third? And who's going to be fourth? At the moment, Nicky Taylor, well, he's not secure in second place by any stretch of the imagination. However, he hasn't had to defend from either Briley or now Palmowski yet this race. Palmowski is not letting Taylor get away, and she is not having to defend from Dylan Briley. However, if she doesn't put Nicky Taylor in a position where he's looking over his shoulder, then Briley will attack again. And both those drivers will end up fighting over 3rd, and Taylor will be safe in 2nd. Now, Ramlal under pressure from Campbell Pilling and Sabula. Certainly Daniel Sabula not showing any sign of getting tired as this long race wears on. This is the final lap. We have started now. And Palmowski is closer through turn number 2. This is as close as Elisa Palmowski has been. Into the loop they go. They're coming up to lap a slower driver. That looks like it could be Daniel Weir. And Palmowski gets alongside at the inside of Taylor going into the dog leg. Can she make it stick? Side by side, Taylor runs a little bit wide. Who comes out in front? It is Alicia Palmowski. Dylan Briley gets 3rd. So Nicky Taylor got suckered into defending going into the dog leg. Alicia Palmowski comes out in 2nd. Meanwhile, Thomas Harvey is already taking the checkered flag. Harvey, a dominant win for driver number 4, Thomas Harvey, and Alicia Palmowski takes 2nd position. That's Alicia's best result of her Daniel Ricciardo Series career. Dylan Briley finishes 3rd on the podium. Nicky Taylor, he had to defend. Palmowski got into a situation where he had to drive very deep into the dog leg there, and of course that messed up his entrance, and it also cost him exit speed, and Briley was able to pounce. But a strong drive anyway from Taylor from the 4th row of the grid to finish in 4th place. Vijay Ramlal comes home in 5th, followed by Daniel Sabula in 6th. Scott Goldsby is 7th. Rowan Campbell Pilling, he dropped a few places there at the end to finish 8th. Ahead of Ben Gartside and Freddie Cox in 10th. Cody Eustace finishes 11th. Ali Hussein is 12th. Oscar Walmsley-Jones 13th. Aaron Mensah is 14th. Lily Jeffs 15th. And the leading rookie driver, Millie Hart, kart number 147, she finishes in 16th position.